What's slappin' guys, it's your boy Spark, back at it again with another mind-blowing tutorial, and today I want to go over all the essentials in setting up online Melee, since I feel like all of the things to do are scattered all over the place, so it can get confusing. The things we'll go over are downloading and extracting Dolphin, optimizing Dolphin settings, optimizing NVIDIA and AMD settings in the control panel, installing the Zadig driver for either a Nintendo 4-port GameCube adapter or a Mayflash 4-port adapter in Wii U mode, and applying the polling overclock for your adapter. So for first getting Dolphin, what you want to do is go to slippy.gg. Scroll down to Get Started and click on it, then click Download for Windows. Once it's finished, right-click it and click Extract to with the zip's name after it. Next, open up the folder and click Slippy Dolphin. Click on the Graphics button, then enable Use Full Screen. Under where it says Adapter, change it to whichever has the best performance. So for me, I would change it to my graphics card. Now, currently the backend is set to DirectX 11, but if that doesn't seem to work, well, it's worth testing the other ones as well. Next, under Enhancements, you can adjust the internal resolution to whichever looks best as well as performs the best on your computer, since to my understanding increasing it doesn't add any additional latency or anything. Something to note also is under the Config menu in the Audio tab, if you switch the audio backend from Cube B to Exclusive Wasabi on default device, it'll make the audio faster by a couple frames, but you won't be able to have any other audio playing on the PC while you play. Next, also under the config menu, click Paths and then Add. Then select the folder where your Melee ISO is. If you don't know where to find a Melee ISO, you can burn one using your own Melee copy, which is kind of difficult to do, but it's the legal way to do it. If you want to download one from somewhere else, Anyway, after that you should have a Melee banner appear on your screen. Double click on that and click Login and a Slippy webpage should pull up. Follow the instructions and you should be good to go. Next, you're going to want to optimize your graphics card settings. If you have an AMD card, make sure anti-lag is enabled in its control panel. If you have an NVIDIA card, open up the NVIDIA control panel, click Manage 3D Settings, click Program Settings and find Dolphin, then make it look like this. Specifically, low latency mode being Ultra, power management mode set to maximum, triple buffering set to off, and vertical sync being set to off. Next, go to change resolution and make sure it's set to 120 Hz. For some reason, it's slightly better for Dolphin if it's 120 Hz than if it's 144 Hz, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, when Melee starts, make sure it's full screen, then use the buttons on your monitor to display its menu, where it will tell you how many Hz the current program is displaying. There's a chance it'll still be at 60 Hz, which is likely a result of FreeSync being enabled, which you can disable using the buttons on the monitor. Once that's set up, you're going to go back to the page where you downloaded Dolphin, scroll down and click Download Zadig. Once it's finished, make sure only the black port of your adapter is plugged into your computer and run it. On the top, click Options, then List All Devices. Then, click the main bar and search for WUP-028. Click Replace Driver and you're done. The last thing we're going to cover is how to install the polling fix by Artie. If you go to Dolphin and click Controllers and Configure, if Zadig worked correctly, you should now see a polling rate of about 125 Hz. First, go to this link, it'll be in the description. Then, click Code and then click Download Zip. Next, right-click it and click Extract to with the folder's name after it. After that, go all the way down until you see two zip files, and once again we're going to click the Extract to button, specifically on the one titled HID USB-F. Once that's done, go into the new folder with the same title as well as the driver folder inside, right-click the application called Setup and click Run as Admin. Next, click Install Service, change the title in this drop-down menu from Mice to All, click WUP-028, check the box titled Filter on Device, and change this drop-down menu to 1000. Unless you're using a Hitbox adapter, then change it to 250. Click Restart, and next to WUP-028 under B interval, you should see the number change. And in Dolphin, you should see the number rise by a lot. If it doesn't, then you might have a rare error, which Artie has a solution to in his Twitter thread. Links to all these will be in the description. Finally, if you're using a standard Nintendo adapter, use port 2 with something else plugged into the first port. On the Mayflash, use port 2 with nothing else plugged in. Not sure why this is the best thing to do for your inputs, but it is. Some things I didn't talk about today but are worth mentioning are the Slippy Launcher, which allows you to view the Slippy replays that your computer automatically saves after every match, as well as in-depth statistics for them. Project Clippy, which can automatically search through Slippy replays and create clips based on your specified criteria. And Cardano's Slippy Setup Value Guide, helping you get a Melee-ready build for as cheap a price as possible. Links to these will be in the description. Dang, that sure was a lot of steps. But hopefully now that everything's set up, you can begin playing Melee as well as it can run, and you won't have to worry about some random news popping up 6 months into playing about some super secret performance enhancing setting that everyone apparently knew about except you. Believe me, I've been there. Anyways, I hope that helped make things a little less overwhelming. I know it was a lot, but now you are ready to embark on your Melee journey. Thanks so much for watching as always, guys. Please subscribe to SSBM Tutorials, and you can follow me or check out my Patreon for lessons at @SSBM_Spark. Until next time.